Welcome to the fresh hell that I call my computer repair shop. Now, why am I recording this? Because today's a special day. Today's actually a very special day. There's a video that I never released called Building My Ryzen 9 Video Editing Beast. And the footage has been there for years. I built this thing when I got all that stupid YouTube money, and it's not worth nearly that much now. But I really went all out. So, 360 millimeter water cooling radiator and everything. This is the Phanteks case that I bought for that machine way back when I first tried to do a video studio because, oh hey, I was going to make all that sweet YouTube dosh. So, you know, why not? It made perfect sense, right? Well, I made some mistakes. So, many of you who've been here for a long time are aware that I do not particularly care for the computer cases that hide things and the people who like to wrap stuff up and spend way too much time trying to make the cables inside computer cases look super pretty. Look how much stress those connectors are under because they've been hidden and there's these big fat wires here that are pushing on them really friggin' hard. But what I bought here is one of those cases. This case met my criteria. The criteria were it has optical drive bays, because I still use Blu-ray drives to store some stuff, particularly cold backups that I intend to leave in envelopes for years, and still want working, unlike some magnetic hard drives that just stop working, because, you know, screw you. And it's got those. It's got plenty of hard drive bays, actual 3.5-inch hard drive bays, plenty of cooling. Importantly, a 360 millimeter radiator will fit up here. And it's just really roomy, so I can fit anything in it. The anything is this. This is my 5950X and my RTX, whatever it was. I don't remember. Big fancy pants fit graphics card. So I can do video editing and transcoding and all that for my video business. Now I still do the video business and I still do some of that, but a lot of it's really just spent making stuff for you guys. So here's a really special little piece of content. Now that we've got all that out of the way, now that you understand what we're looking at here, I want to give you a tour of some computer cases, and I want to tell you why this one, if you want to buy this Phanteks case from me, I will gladly sell it to you. Because I didn't gut my computer because I have a problem. I gutted it because I hate this case. I hate this case for one reason. You see that thing? That thing right down there? The skateboard for nerds that want to die, or servers, or big dumb goofy cases that weigh too much. Yeah, my computer has to be on that because it's so heavy that it's better to just roll it down the hall. This thing's like a server. I'm glad that it's got plenty of metal, so, you know, heaven forbid I drop it and the contents get damaged, because that's a common use case for a computer. But yeah, this monolith that's not quite as bad as that one that I called the Death Star of computer cases. Yeah, this is like, I don't know, the Death Jupiter, maybe? This thing is too damn big. It's way too damn big. It doesn't need to be what it is. There's a lot of room between these drives, and that's fine. There's room for a big water cooler, and that's fine. But one fateful day, my water pump failed. I went out and got this air cooler at Best Buy. Turns out it cools the stupid thing just fine. You can imagine how unhappy I was when the air cooler worked just fine. I needed something to get me by until I could go get a water cooler that wasn't outrageously expensive and stupid. Turned out the air cooler was perfectly fine. I've been using it ever since. So, that thing back there doesn't need a radiator. So the main reason I have this case is because it's got lots of cooling and a massive radiator hole. I don't need the hole anymore. So, what am I going to do? Put that in something else that's a little smaller. By a little smaller, I have changed my criteria a little bit. I have 2 Blu-ray drives, so I need to be able to put my 2 Blu-ray drives in. Yes, I only took one out of that. And I don't need a radiator hole. I do still need some cooling. I have 3 really, really old, and I do mean really old, December 2014. That's That's an old drive, bro. Really old 3 terabyte drives that I have in an array, and that's going to go into the computer. And you're going to love what I picked, because the only real criterion other than Blu-ray drives and enough cooling and drive bays is USB 3. I have one case that fits the bill. Here it is. This thing right here. This thing that has, what does that say? It says Ryzen 7. So I've actually built one of my previous machines in this, probably my 3700X. But yeah, I built an old machine in this, and this is actually my, not my OG server, but this was the server for Tritech computers for a very long time. This is an Phenom 2 X6 1035T with a big goofy air cooler on the top. This thing is coming out, and I'm going to put my big fancy pants new machine in here. The reason is this thing's way smaller. So I hate this case because it's a pain in the butt to maintain, and it's massive. Stray SATA cable. You get free SATA cables with every dinner, I suppose. So here we go. I want to look at the insides of this thing and explain to you just why, even though it's the nicest case ever, it's also the biggest piece of crap. So, for one thing, I didn't put the thumb screws back. Well, that's the first thing, actually. You see this? These are thumb screws right here, okay? Okay, look at my hand, look at my hand. See that? That's a thumb screw, right? So it's a thumb screw, it goes in the hole. So, except this is a stupid ass place to put a thumb screw, because why did it come with thumb screws here? I can't turn it with my thumb. Like, you have to use a screwdriver for this, but these are so heavy that my magnetized screwdrivers don't really play nice with them. So we have these dumb thumb screws that go here. That's fun. It appears that the thumb screws for the case and the thumb screws for the cards look very similar, but are actually different. So that's a case thumb screw. Thanks for making me look stupid on camera like I needed the help. So the thumb screws are a problem already. They're in a spot where it's hard to use them as thumb screws, and because they're so heavy, your magnetics can't pick them up. So we have to deal with these thumb screws all the time that we can't use our thumbs for. So I would have rather you guys just given me normal screws, but I can deal with that. It seemed cool until I realized it wasn't cool at all. Next, what is this bullshit? What is this? What is this? Why? Why is there a shroud for the power supply? And yeah, okay, it's removable, but I'm a dummy and left it in. That was stupid, because that forced me to shovel all my cables through this hole and this hole and that hole. There's holes, which leads me to the other thing about these kinds of cases where they hide everything. There's holes everywhere. Oh, over here is where you're supposed to have your CPU accessory power come through the back. It's supposed to go through this giant hole out here, up and through the back. And this is the thing, you're sitting here when you build this computer threading cables through holes constantly. That's all you do. If there's a problem, oh, guess what? You get to thread some more friggin' cables. You know, oh, you want to install a fan? Better thread those damn cables. So this computer case violates a principle that I've kind of started to live by over the years, which is you should have a computer case that in general only requires you to open one side to do the vast majority, if not all, of the maintenance. This case does that. See, if I put an optical drive in here, it's got these cutesy little optical drive clip things, but I really just use a screw to hold it in. If I take this side off, full access to these. Oh, what about the hard drives? Well, there's sleds right here. Yeah, there's sleds, 4 sleds, and they're accessible right here. Oh, and the cables for the drives go right here. It's all right here. You open the side, it's all right here. But this one, oh, you open the side. Oh, do Do you want to maintain your hard drives, Johnny? You got a big friggin' array and one of your drives popped, and you probably don't have a backup because you're a stupid fake-ass administrator running Linux Mint? Sorry, you got to open this side where all the fan wires are, and oh, here's your sled. Oh, but guess what? Guess what? When the drives are in the sled, guess what? The wires, you had to thread those. So now they might be going through this hole. So this, you got this drive is right here, and all your wires are in the way. So you may have to yank a wire or 2 or 3 or 6. Oh, by the way, the power supply stuff comes up through this hole, and it all goes here and here and here, and there's probably a cluster of extra cables somewhere over here, God knows where, but you have to go through all these wires blocking your drives. It's like, I'm in your case, blocking your drives, bruh. Oh no, you have beaten me, Phanteks case. So that's the kind of crap that you go through. How does this damn sled even go in? You know, if your case isn't designed such that the sled targets itself pretty easily, that's another big ding. Now, I will say, this sled design, I can get behind this. If you set your camera down and you take this sled right here, right, and you pop it, boom, right? See that? Oh, I didn't know that could fall out. That's never mind. Maybe this isn't such a great thing after all. But this sled design that I've suddenly found a newfound hatred for. You see this? You see this hinge and all that? That's probably out of focus because the camera's being a douchebag. These pins, they go up, right, through, and then you take your little cutesy camera or your sled here, and once you pinned your drive in without having to use any tools, you're good to go. Now, I do like that design. I like the toolless aspect, but what about this computer case over here? This older, much cheaper, simpler, but way better case. Well, it's got pins too. You know how you install a drive on this? Here, let's do it in real time. Let's see if I can avoid breaking all my camera gear and computer equipment and just do it in real time. I'm gonna have to do it to these drives anyway. I may as well go ahead and do it. So I got a drive and I got a sled, and the sled has 3 sets of pins here. They're fairly short. Let's do this. Okay? Get 1 set of pins. Come on. You know what? I think that I just learned something about this case. It actually does do the crap where you have to run the wires to the back. So I'm going to have to ding it 1 for that. But you know what? All right, so that's what this one does. I'll get over it. But yeah, there you go. It's just, you just bend it a little bit and it clips right on. And it's fine. It's secure, especially once it's inside. It's fine. Okay. Kind of mad discovering that the wires still go to the other side on this one. That's disappointing. But hey, you know what? Bit of an equivalent to this, and it's been a standard for a long time, so I'll get over it. But my point still stands. There's a lot of stuff you have to rip this side off just to be able to do maintenance on. But over here, you don't have that problem. Still angry about these drive sleds. Anyway, this case, if you'll notice, here's the graphics card slot, and there's tons of room for a 3000 millimeter graphics card. That was hyperbole. And this case has plenty of room to stick a fan, and if I need one, another fan or 2. Oh, and a fan can go right here. Oh, you need to be able to install a fan, though. Well, what do? Well, you do what you always did with old computer cases, but you can't do it one-handed with a camera in your hand, and you rip this faceplate off right here. I can actually feel that it's clipped. You have to grab this and pull real hard, and the whole face comes off, but I can't do it one-handed. So there you go. Fan can go in here in the front, fan can go in here in the front. So we've got, oh look, it's got a hole for that too. So we've got plenty of airflow, much smaller profile, still lets me do what I need with all my equipment. Way smaller, so it'll fit on a desk or under a desk or whatever way better. And that's actually the biggest problem with this, is it's so big and heavy that fitting it anywhere is a real chore. And I also do just get tired of when I need to clean it out. I blew this thing out, okay? I blew it out. See all that dust? Yeah, all that dust, my drives were covered in it too. This is not unique to this case. Or not unique to, why, it's not unique to anything, whatever. All this dust here is not my fault. My hard drives were back here, and my hard drives were covered in dust. But I hit this grill and everything. I had the side panel off and all of it. Yeah, and it's still dusty because somehow all the wires and all the drives and filter screens and all the crap that this case is full of managed to protect my precious dust from my cleaning efforts. Oh, thank God. Then there is the matter of the side of the case. You see that? Well, you probably can't see it. The camera sure is confused. Why is the camera confused? Because it's tempered glass. This big, stupid tempered glass thing. And it's one of those stupid tempered glass things that hinges on these pins over here. So if you make a mistake, if you do something kind of dumb, like, let's just say you have this open and you don't know about the pins, or you don't think about the pins, and you kind of like tip it over or whatever, the door will just slide right off. It's only held in place with gravity. And 2 screws here, and there's some padding. I hate tempered glass sides. I really, really do. I can't stand it. I wish cases didn't come that way, unless you bought specialty crap, but even cheap ones are tempered glass a lot now. This thing, guess what the side looks like on this thing? Well, I'd love to show you, but I seem to have misplaced it right here in front of me. So, a little scuffed, because it's just like acrylic. You know, it's not beautiful anymore. Not new. I don't like the clear side thing in general, but it is nice to be able to see the fans and lights through the glass, or the fake glass, if I really have an issue. Then yay, that's great. Furthermore, let's talk a little bit more about some of this stuff. Something else I hate, but have anyway. Modular power supplies. Modular power supplies are stupid. Why should I have to have all these wires that can be detached, and that often these wires are not switchable even between the same model of modular power supply from the same vendor, lest you blow something up? They make me very angry. It's quite unnecessary. And I have to plug all the wires in because I'm afraid that if I don't, that maybe the box accidentally gets thrown away and I lose all the wires to my damn power supply. Makes me kind of angry to even just think about that. Now hang on a second. I'm having a memory. So this server, right? Hang on. This server used to be in a different case. Why? It's this one right down here that is going to be very hard to show you, so why am I even bothering? But this thing, this stupid thing with the ugly, like, spider pattern plasticky thing, this case was the case for my original server back in the day. But wait, there's more. Let's go for a little walk. Here we are in the Gazing Cat studio. You can see my suffering monitor right there. And this actually was at a customer's. I rebuilt one of their computers, I think it was one of their laundromat machines or something, into this monstrosity. I don't remember where I got this case, but it was in this shape when I got it. And I moved the server I showed you into this case. Now, why would I put the server that I showed you into this case that does not look like it's in the best condition and has a giant hole, and it's just kind of ugly? Well, the reason is I didn't need anything else. If you look, you see there's slots here where I can put, it looks like 5 hard drives if I want to, plus it's got plenty of optical bays and, you know, the usual junk. So this ratty case also, if someone walks in and they see this, what do you think they're going to do? Do you think they're going to steal this computer? No. No, they're not going to steal this. They're going to steal that big fancy pants nice one. You know, are they going to steal that crap? They're going to steal these old Dell monitors that look like crap? You know, are they going to steal the old HP that does the VHS work? And by the way, looks like it's been gutted? No, they're going to steal my nice stuff. Well, that's not as nice as it used to be, but whatever. So you get the idea. Yeah, computer cases. Gotta love them. Anyway, I hope this has been interesting and informative. You know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that crap. And if you like this tech content, let me know, and I'll do more tech content. You know, I wasn't kidding when I posted one the other day in a community post. Maybe I'll just do some more VHSs, you know. Maybe I'll just watch some of these kids' tapes that I've gotten from the thrift store and let you know what I think about them, you know, instead of all this tech stuff. So if you don't want that to happen, you let me know that you're more interested in computer cases from 12 years ago with holes in the side and some rust than you are in Frosty the Snowman. Wait, is it that one? Well, you get the point. Let me know what you like. Let's see if we can make that happen. Take it easy.